me, Mr. Know-It-All. I will not compromise. I will not be told what to do. I shall not step aside.
The beauty of working nights.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Welcome to another episode of Big and Stupid. I am Big Mike.
And I'm Stupid Jay. And you got confused for a second there.
Did. I'm still not quite awake yet.
So, today
we
are going to do
Guitar Hero Live. We're doing some games that need some expensive peripheral.
That's going to be a theme in the next cup, and another one too coming
Yes.
up. But yeah, I guess I'll get to that bad point then. But I guess starting off good is plays well.
Yes.
Totally new look, which I don't hate.
Yep.
You get rid of your avatar and the cartoon, which I liked, but this is obviously a different studio doing a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
So the new look is like a first-person perspective, as if you were the guitar player, and you can actually watch live-action band that you're like playing with on stage. And as you saw when I was playing it, easily my favorite part is fucking up a song because
it's fun.
Seeing the crowd look up at you and they're actual people and they're screaming and yelling at you and pointing, and then your own bandmates get in your face and like yell at you.
It's good.
So fun.
It's fun.
So you actually don't feel as awful. Well, you still should feel bad that you're fucking up.
I think it's supposed to make you feel worse.
But it's just so funny.
It is.
It's cool. And then when you're playing, I get the modes mixed up. The mode where you actually get to play with music videos and stuff.
The TV.
Okay. And then the channels for the music itself, the selections of songs, there's so many.
Yes. There's a ton of songs.
Yes. But the good part of that is only maybe half of those songs I would actually like.
Mm-hmm.
Or be actually a Guitar Hero or something that is heavy guitar driven.
Mm-hmm.
They're just throwing everything out there, but we'll get to that in the bad.
Yeah,
but,
that's sort of what they're doing.
Yeah.
Just in Rock Band, I had the same thing. In the old Guitar Heroes, I had the same thing. This one's trying to be more inclusive to people who like all different kinds of music.
Yeah.
The old, like, Rock Band is mostly just rock music.
Yeah.
The old Guitar Heroes were the same. This has a lot of pop music in it. There's a lot more country in it. There's a lot more...
There's some damn hip-hop in there.
Yeah, there's...
And Skrillex fucking...
Yeah, dubstep. There's all
yeah.
sorts of types of music, which is, I mean, not my cup of tea, but somebody else's.
It seems to be there to get everyone to play.
It's more so that everyone can play.
It's more of a music game now instead of a guitar rhythm game.
And Freestyle Studios, who's the one that did this, is the same people who did DJ Hero, which was... This is my wheelhouse. These rhythm games are my kind of thing. At one point, I had a closet full of Donkey Congo bongos and DJ Heroes and Beat Manias and anything that needed a special peripheral just to play a music game. I had it.
Oh, I know.
I ended up getting rid of most of that stuff, but so this is my thing. As far as a music game goes, I'm gonna do a lot of, this is Guitar Hero, Rock Band are sort of on the same level.
Yeah.
This as a music game, I think, is better. It's not as much fun, but as far as actual rhythm gameplay goes, it's up there. I really liked DJ Hero. That kind of music's not really what I'm into, but I do like it. And this has any kind of music you want.
Yeah, it really does.
There's a lot of songs that you can play. You can't own stuff like you do with Rock Band. You earn plays, or else you just play the two stations that are just playing songs all the time. It's sort of like a radio station, but you can play whatever's on there. So I think that's cool. It ends up you play a lot of songs that normally you wouldn't give a chance, and most of it it's like whatever, but at least I'm playing something different.
Yeah.
Like when I play Rock Band, I have about 30 songs that are just my go-to songs, and that's just what I play. So this is a lot more varied. I get a lot more exposure to different types of things than I would just playing Rock Band.
Yeah, I mean, the selection's great, and it definitely gives variety. Unfortunately, playing Guitar Hero, even though I have a hard time calling this Guitar Hero. This is totally someone different. This should have just been another guitar rhythm game, and it is. But because of all that great selection of music, at the same time, it kind of feels like it takes away from it when I played it. Again, I had no problem with Skrillex, but it's not a guitar song.
Yeah.
It's not a guitar-driven song.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. So all I'm doing is playing to a beat.
Yep.
In which case, that other peripherals would have been better than the actual guitar. And my biggest problem, obviously, is the guitar.
Yeah.
The controller works fine. It does what it's supposed to do. But I have to buy a brand new fucking controller. And there's nothing that sucks more than when you have to do that stuff. If you love it and you're into it, then it's worth it. Then there's no argument with that. But if I'm new to this stuff, which I'm not, but if I was, that's the only time it would be worth it to me. I own Guitar Hero, I think, 3 and 4. And that guitar works fine for all of them. All the songs that I purchased, I still own them. So why do I want to pick this up? There's no real reason for me to, as a casual player. Now, as someone who would do a lot of gaming parties, it would be totally worth it. As someone who totally loves rhythm games like you do, it's worth it. But for me,
it is worth it, but
never worth picking the fuck up.
For parties, not even. Because it's one person playing guitar, unless you buy a whole nother guitar. You can also put in a microphone and sing, but that doesn't really add anything.
Well, but the reason why this is better for party situations as compared to the previous Guitar Heroes is that music selection.
Yeah.
And, you know, you want to play, I don't know why, but, you know, Katy Perry's on there, you know, because we know that's some guitar-driven music, you know, and those are the things you can play, and that's fine. But, again, that's two sides of the same coin. It's good and it's bad all at the same fucking time. But when I played it, I was in the Guitar Hero mindset, and just a lot of that just doesn't work.
Yeah.
And the play system is good, where you have to earn the songs. I mean, that's cool. They have those channels, those stations, those radio stations where bands pick their favorite songs and you play those. That's all cool, and I enjoy that. And hell, you probably can get exposed to new music, which is never a bad thing. But buying a new controller for being a casual gamer, and just, I mean, that's not horrible, but it's enough to turn me off.
Yeah.
So
I can see that. How much I enjoy the game, I probably would have never gotten it because the demo for it is terrible. Like, if you play it in the stores, it's just like a Fall Out Boy song or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want anything to do with that. It's hard until you get into the groove of it to, like, play the new style with the ups and the down buttons. And it's not cheap. Fortunately, since I go to a local independent-owned store,
which is what you should do as a good person.
Yeah, I'm in with the owner, and so he got it, and he sold it to me for a good price, so I got it pretty cheap, and so that's why I bought it, and I ended up really liking it. There's only one real bad thing that I can think of, and that is the songs that come packed into the disc are horrible. 90% of it is just, I guess.
What were my words when I played it? I believe I said there was only one song that was actually playable, and that was my personal taste.
Well, there's a lot of emo. I guess it's for younger kids because my daughter really likes the music that's on there. But there's like more pop music. There's a lot of emo music.
And again, it feels like it's trying to bring in everyone,
and then till the
make
end,
it more friendly, and that's fine. But at the same time, you gotta kind of defend emo. It is guitar-driven music. You know, whether you love it or hate it.
I do hate it. But, I mean, and then it wasn't till when I played through the campaign, which is a bunch of the bands, it's bands, and they do a really good job of keeping the band sort of, the songs tied together. Like the emo songs are sung by this band, like the hipster songs are sung by this band. At the end, like, the very last thing is like a super band, like a, what do you call those things? The super bands, when different famous people get together.
Oh, supergroup.
Yeah, it's a supergroup. And then you play like Queen and the Rolling Stones and like classic rock.
The Who, I believe, was on there.
The Who's on there, yes.
Yeah.
So it's like, most of my time after I beat that campaign, most of my time is spent on the TV part because I don't need to replay those songs.
Yeah. And you're gonna play songs you're gonna want to play that too.
Yeah.
You know, and the selection is there. You just have to get to it.
Yeah.
You know, so you work a little bit, but it's a video game, and you should be working towards your rewards.
You have to grind. You have to grind.
You know, so it's not like it's horrible or that unexpected. Again, I don't have a lot of bad to say. I actually like the new controller setup. I mean, I have to get used to it, but the old buttons were the 5 straight down, and these are the 3 buttons on top, and you gotta combo them, and it feels more natural.
Yeah,
it feels still a controller, but it feels more guitar-like.
It does feel more like playing a rhythm.
Than the 5 buttons. I'm terrible at rhythm. I'm way too white for rhythm. And just awful. But that doesn't make it any less fun. It did feel more natural, and I do like that better.
Yeah, but it's hard going back. If you go back and forth, like sometimes I'll take out the Rock Band disc and put in Guitar Hero. That's a hard transformation. Yeah. But that's really the only thing. I really like it. I was surprised. I don't think, they have the same sort of problem that they had with DJ Hero. That was a really good game. A lot of good music. The controller setup was great. They didn't have it displayed anywhere. You couldn't play it.
Yeah.
So people didn't want to buy a new music peripheral to try a new game.
And it was highly underrated.
And that's the problem that this one's having.
Yeah.
So if you can find it for a decent price, I mean, if you like the music games, definitely pick it up because it's a good one. If you like DJ Hero, maybe you didn't even know it was those same people. If you like DJ Hero, definitely check this out because it's got the same sort of real rhythm game feel. It's really nice.
Probably gonna recommend, if you're new to this and this seems interesting, this is probably the way to go. Because you're gonna get your money's worth with the music and everything else. But if you're like me and you have the older ones, I'm not gonna recommend it.
Yeah.
You gotta buy a new controller. You gotta put a lot more money into it. And if you're only gonna be at it casual, it's just not gonna be worth your money.
Yeah.
Maybe in a year, when that drops and that controller, you're finding them used at your locally independent owned video game store, and they go for half the cost or whatever. I think that's going to be your way to go, and that's my personal opinion on it.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. It's a really good game. I got rid of my Xbox 360, so I didn't have any of the old Guitar Hero stuff anymore.
Well, how about if you are 60 and you didn't get to the one yet, or PS3 to PS4?
Yeah.
Would you recommend, if you want to upgrade, trading in your older system and putting it into the new one?
I don't know if I'd go that far.
I'm just saying because you're getting.
No,
some
I don't
money.
think it's that.
See, well, I'm just saying these are things to consider.
I didn't even consider that. But the one last thing that I wanted to say was because I wasn't sure. Since I got a deal on this, I wasn't able to pick what I could. I pay for PlayStation Plus, but I don't pay for Live Gold. But all of the stuff works on it. The free channels, all the live stuff, all the online stuff works.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
We play this for PlayStation, correct?
No.
We can play this on Xbox.
Yep.
Okay. I get confused because when I play at your house, you have all the consoles, and I
Yeah.
just Xbox.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's you know what? I'm gonna say it's less than $100 now. If you have that kind of money laying around for a new rhythm game, definitely worth picking it up. I haven't seen it used at a big place, so I don't know how much they sell it for. But
it's probably a little too new yet.
But the guitar is also real sturdy. So if you find a used copy, the guitar probably works. I mean, it's hardy. It can take some beating. So there you go. Check out Guitar Hero if you like that kind of game.
And I'm gonna say, if you're casual, wait, because it is worth playing. Just
find somebody who has it.
There you go. Play at someone else's house. Make it a party.
Yeah, but if you have a chance to play it, definitely try it because it's good.
Yeah.
So like this video if it wasn't too long for you. Comment what you want to see us do next. Like us on Facebook, Big and Stupid. And we'll see you next week with another